Hi guys, sorry it has been a while since I've posted a video. I know that I think last week I posted that I was going to make a video the next day because I started physical therapy, but life has been kind of crazy over here. So I started physical therapy last week, Monday, and that was pretty easy actually, and I'm already able to bend my leg at 90 or more than 90 degrees, which is pretty awesome. I didn't think that I would have all of the flexibility back so soon. And they're pretty confident that I'll get majority of my flexibility back in my right leg. So I'm really excited about that. However, physical therapy this week kicked my ass. I guess it kind of started for real. Monday, he started by working out or finding the knots in my leg and just kind of cranked on me pretty hard. And then we did cupping, which is basically a suction cup, and they pinpoint the knot and then they make them suction to the knot on your leg, and I have a bunch. My hip flexors are pretty angry at all times. They're pretty tense, and right where I have my bursitis is there's also a giant knot, and that's what's hurt the worst. As for my nerve pain, I did end up being referred to neurology because apparently it's not normal for the entire right side of my leg to be burning on a continuous basis. So I do have to go see a neurologist to check up on that. But some good news, kinda. I am starting to regain some feeling in the top part of my right leg. So like I have a heated blanket on, but like this part, I still can't feel it when you touch it, but underneath is burning pretty bad, kind of constantly, like the right side does. But like I told you guys in one of my last videos, I went ahead and asked for help, and I got put on gabapentin. So my appointment yesterday, they went ahead and upped the dose just because the nerve pain's getting worse. So I think the most complicated thing right now is sleeping. I'm still not getting very good sleep, so I'm kind of having to figure out a way to manage that. It's made me kind of crazy. I've been kind of struggling with my emotions and everything lately because I'm still very restricted, and I'm on my crutches until the physical therapist tells me that I no longer have a limp. But of course I have an almost 1-year-old that I have to take care of. So it's been kind of complicated. Probably pushing myself a lot more than I'm supposed to. And it's just made it a little rougher on me. But emotionally I've been kind of not doing very well. And so I did end up going to my primary care, and I had them put me on some antidepressants. And at first I was kind of depressed, I guess, about having to ask for help. But at the end of the day, this is kind of mentally exhausting, and it's okay if you need a little extra help. If you need it, you need it. And I think the hardest part is just admitting that there's a problem. And that has been my biggest problem. Just trying to manage my down days, because I feel like they happen a lot more now than they did before. Just because you're right on the precipice of just being able to, walk, but you're still being told that you're restricted from that. And I kind of got brought down last week because my physical therapist said I probably wouldn't be ready to get my left leg done until the fall. And I was really hoping on getting that done sooner, but I also have to remember they have to take the screws out, and you have to rehab from that and everything. And so, sorry, I don't have anything to rest my hand on. So just being realistic and understanding that even though I want it to go quicker, it's not going to. But they are kind of pushing me hard in physical therapy because I explained to them, I have to do this with my left leg. And so they're taking me at my word, and they're working really hard on it. On Wednesdays, I actually have pool therapy, which I had my first session this Wednesday, and it was awesome. It was hard, a lot harder than I thought it would be. I had to do squats in the pool right now, just at a 45-degree angle. I kept going to 90, and he's like, no, 45. And leg lifts, and just treading water for 5 minutes at a time, which is pretty rough. the next day, my leg, oh my gosh, I didn't feel like I could put any weight on it at all. But just maintaining doing my stretches twice a day and doing my exercises once a day. Excuse me. And I find that if I actually do the stretches twice a day, especially first thing in the morning when I wake up, because I don't know if anybody else's leg does this, but mine seizes while I'm sleeping. So in the morning, the first thing I have to do before I get out of bed, it takes about 30 minutes, I have to do my stretches. And this morning I did them, and I actually like woke up like ready to go. So it's pretty exciting. We did have to push our wedding out another year, so we're not getting married until July of 2021, which sucks, but realistically speaking, if I'm not getting my left leg done until the end of this year / beginning of next year, then there was no way that I'm going to be able to walk down the aisle in July of 2020 without some type of assistance. And I want to have my first dance, with my future husband and everything. I want to be able to do those things. And so we made the decision to go ahead and push out our wedding another year, which is fine. It allows us to be able to do the honeymoon because we're going to the Maldives and not have to worry about whether or not my leg's going to hold up. So it kind of sucked. But at the same time, it works out. Anyway, sorry, I got a phone call, so there's kind of a pause there. Yes, so we pushed out our wedding and got a little depressed about that. But yeah, so far with physical therapy and everything, it's been going good. Like I've said before in some of my other videos, the worst part about this has been my nerve pain because my nerve was damaged. It has been, I think, a lot harder than it would be otherwise, because if it wasn't for this nerve pain, everything would kind of have been a cakewalk. I mean, I can handle pretty high levels of pain, but the nerve pain, because it's constant, it's almost like having a migraine in your leg that just won't go away. It just pounds and pounds and pounds, and it's just very frustrating and aggravating. So it's just kind of trying to navigate that and get through it. But yeah, everything else has been going great for the most part. I'm just kind of trying to get through those down days and lift myself up and everything. I'm going to start having some of my PT filmed so that you guys can kind of see what I'm going through and what we're doing. I'm going to a great physical therapist, and it works out because my best friend, one of my best friends, is the receptionist at the place that I'm going, and she's the one who suggested me going there. I live in Colorado Springs, and currently I have Medicaid because I'm not working. I haven't worked in 2 years, which is really depressing. But anyway, my dog is going to lose their mind. Anyway, it's dynamic physical therapy. I go to the South and North office. They do accept Medicaid. They're in Colorado Springs. I'm not sure if there's any in Denver. You'd have to look. I don't know. But they're awesome. They're great. They have great personalities. They're really adhering to my surgeon, Dr. Medan, had a 32-page protocol for what they call land therapy. And then there's another pool protocol for when I'm in the pool. So they've all read up on that and everything, and they're progressing along the guidelines. So that's been going great. It's a little hard, but I'm willing to go through it because there's no pain, no gain. You got to do it to reach the finish line. And I still have to get my left leg done, so I'm really trying to kind of grin and bear it and get through the therapy for my right leg so that I can get my left leg done, because I don't want to extend this. Sorry, I don't have anything to rest my hand on. I don't want to extend this further than it has to be. I really want to get this over with so I could start the rest of my life, figuring out all the things that I want to do and just get back to being my active self, get back to dancing. It's really nice seeing on the support groups, like people who had danced previously start dancing again. That has been awesome. And I really like watching their videos and everything. So keep posting them. But otherwise, other than the emotional stuff, because this is really emotionally draining, having the surgery, being restricted, all that stuff. It's just really emotionally draining, honestly, especially since I have a small child, like having to watch everybody else kind of take care of him and not being able to be an active role or an active part, has been rough. Of course, I'm doing more than I have been doing, but It's not, the mothering that I'd like to an extent. It's not cleaning the house the way that I want to do it, because I am restricted. I am stuck on crutches, and, there's the bending problems and all that stuff. I can't do those things yet, but I will be able to do them eventually. So it's really just kind of trying to reach that point of like mind over matter and not let my bad days outweigh my good days. Because there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's getting closer and closer, it's just really navigating your feelings. You have to learn a lot about yourself. You have to learn a lot about the people around you, and, which ones are poking holes in your boat or which ones are helping you row, is really important. So it's just kind of keep on keeping on, even whenever everything kind of just feels like it's working against you. Like the day after therapy on Monday, I wanted to just cut my leg off because it was just so tense and so sore, and then Wednesday we worked really hard, and he's like, you're gonna be sore after this, and I'm like, yep. And then waking up Thursday like, oh my God, and it is a plus side discovering that I have some more feeling in my thigh finally. Still can't feel it when you touch it, but that burning, even though it's constant, sorry, my hands are shaking, even though it's constant, it's a new feeling. I'm feeling something. It may not be what I want to feel, but I'm feeling something. So, that's exciting. But yeah, I didn't mean to dip out on you guys. Everything kind of just happened super fast, or not really fast. Just a lot has gone on in a small period of time in my personal life and everything. My fiance and I finally went on a date, just the two of us. We kind of got stuck in that like mom and dad role, plus with everything going on. We hadn't taken any time between the two of us, and it was really important for us to go out on that date. It was super important because it just kind of changed the way we were feeling, because you have to remember that you like the person that you're with. Like, that is my best friend. I'm going to spend the rest of my life with him. So it was really important for the two of us to just go out, and it kind of changes your mindset on how you're feeling about things, especially whenever the frustrations and kind of keep piling up, because obviously I'm not the only person going through a hard time right now. He has to see me go through a hard time. He has to see me cry and struggle and be in pain. And, he has to motivate me and everything. Some days, because there's some days you wake up, like morning is the hardest period of the day for me. It's morning, because I have to stretch my leg out after it's seized all night long. Like, it just gets stuck in that one position, and stretching out is excruciating. And it's frustrating, and it takes so long for me to be able to just stand up. When before I'd like wake up like, good morning, and just jump out of bed and get my day going. And now there's a process in order for me to wake up, which is rough. For a person like me, I'm one of those people that doesn't sit down, that's got, stuff that she's got to do. I got to run around, I got to clean, I got to take care of my son, I got to get my daughter to school, I got to pick her up, I got to take her to all of her stuff, and I got to, I'm just like the never ending person. And, I have control issues when it comes to my house. I'm like, this is the way that I want it clean. This is the way I want things done. This is how I want my son to be taken care of. I have expectations and things, and it's just really kind of having to let that go and do the things that I can do. And then the things that I can't do, let it be done by other people, and accept the way that they do things. I am kind of a micromanager when it comes to my house. And then, of course, being in the medical field, you micromanage when you're at work, because if you don't, that could be somebody's life. So it's important. So it's really just me having to kind of let go of the reins and let somebody else kind of manage it, which is really difficult. And it's really difficult to feel useless, to sit in a chair and just feel pointless. Like, what is my point of being here? I'm just sitting in a chair. I have to watch things happen, and then with the nerve pain, having my son in my lap is fine if he's on my left leg, but the minute he starts wanting to climb around or like, or he happens to put weight on my right leg, those nerves get pissed. And like lately I've been having like this phantom, like it feels like my leg's itching. So I get an itch in my leg. Only problem is I go to scratch it, I can't feel anything because the sensory nerves have not like grown back yet. So I'm trying to scratch this itch and I can't feel that it's being scratched. So then it's just, that's, oh, so aggravating. But yeah, it's really, really mentally tough. And it's okay. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay, you know, to struggle. You just really need to be open and honest with yourself, open and honest with the people around you. I've started like journaling, and then doing these vlogs have actually helped me a lot, because I get to, it's kind of obviously it's a one-sided conversation, but I get to help others, and just kind of cataloging my experiences. And it's, you know, it's kind of awesome, because at first when I started these videos, I didn't think anything would come of it. And then to get so many friend requests and so many messages and comments from people saying how much my videos have helped, because I'm honest about what I'm going through, has really, you know, made me feel better. And knowing that I'm not alone, you know, and now you know that you're not alone, and that this is a rough process, and some of us are going to have an easier time than others. I'm almost 30, so, and there's people older than me getting this done, and then there's people significantly younger than me getting it done. So, you know, everybody's healing process is different. Everybody's mental process is different. Some people are going to have a harder time with this than others. Some people are going to have a cakewalk, you know. Unfortunately, because my nerve was damaged, I'm having a lot harder time. And because it was kind of such a drastic change to my life from being, you know, getting up and go to hurry up and wait, you know, it has been really mentally challenging for me. And I'm okay with admitting it. I'm okay saying that I'm having a hard time, that I had to go be put on antidepressants because I was having a really hard time managing it, because I finally admitted I couldn't do this on my own. And I don't need to go to a therapist because I have so many people around me that understand me that I can talk to. It wasn't anything that therapy was going to help me through. I just needed a little extra help. I had dug myself too big of a hole to get out of. And, you know, that just provides a little extra help and a little more stability for me to like hormonally balance myself and get through this. Last week I have PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome. I had some cyst rupture, and that kind of set me back a lot too, because I was planning on making a video, and then that happened, and oh my god, if anybody's ever had a cyst rupture on their ovaries, it feels like a tiny little nuke detonating in your abdomen, and as exciting as that sounds, it is oh so painful. So I had to deal with that, and I didn't get a chance to make the video, so I apologize, guys. I didn't forget about you. I'm not trying to leave you guys hanging or anything like that. I am at 2 months. I'm almost, let me see, what date is it? Oh, excuse me. I'm at 8 weeks and a day. So 2 months and a day. Stop. Will you stop? Stop. Sorry, my dogs. Since my PAO, my right PAO surgery, and it's been rough, but we're getting through it. So I will try to post more videos, and I will try to get a video of my physical therapy so you guys can kind of see that. And of course, if you need to talk, I'm here. Feel free to message me. I haven't been very good at responding to my messages lately, so for that I apologize, but I'm still here, and I'm going to get on that in a little bit of a better place now. But yeah, so as always, I'm here if you need me. Friend me on Facebook. I always make my videos public so that if you're looking for me by my name, you can kind of see them on my page. Yeah, I love you guys. Hope you guys are doing great. If not, I'm sorry, and you'll get through it. I'm always here if you need me. But otherwise, you guys have a great rest of your day.